Hey Taurus, it's Kay Loves Tarot. Right then, my sweethearts, let's take a look at your love reads for the first half of October 2019. It's for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising Taurus. Love for Taurus. What's the energy surrounding love for the Taurian, Sun, Moon, Rising Taurus? Right. Okay. Let's take a look, you guys. So, right off the bat, we've got the Two of Cups. What do you know? With the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Tower reversed, the Devil reversed at the centre of your reading, and the Six of Cups. The World, the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Therefore, need to clarify a few of these, don't we? Right, let's get your oracles out before we sort of get stuck in. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising Taurus. 2 here. Okay, so I've got getting to know each other, followed by free self. 1 more for Taurus. And flirt. So, I've got, as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And on the flirt card it reads, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Taurus. Okay, up first we've got vision. Taurus. And present. Okay. So let's go ahead and sort of interpret this. The thing is, Taurus, I'm gonna start really before I clarify anything, just to see what I can see right off the bat. To be fair, I think we ought to do that. So the top row really represents your recent past. The middle row here sort of represents where we're at in the now, and then the bottom row is what happens, what occurs, what's coming towards you as a result of the rest. And I really do think that this is, to me, it looks like advice regarding some sort of an established union. Seems like you may have been, because I mean, the Page of Pentacles, here's an offer, here's a gesture. And it is Earth, so I'm taking that as your energy, Taurus. It seems like you gave somebody a chance here, okay? And I think that it's circumstantial, this Knight of Wands in the reverse. I don't, because the thing is, the feelings were definitely mutual. That's the Two of Cups energy, really. It is that, but I'm sort of using the getting to know each other card to back that up, if you know what I mean. It's like you got to know someone. There's a very mutual connection there, a very deep bond. And I feel like you actually wanted this. But that Knight of Wands in the reverse is a lot of inconsistencies that you may have felt this person did you wrong in some way. They may feel you've done them wrong in some way. This could totally be on the flip side, especially for the cross watchers. But yeah, it seems like someone's inconsistency, someone's unwillingness to bend, I want to say. It's like we have this strong bond here. Why is it not being fulfilled? Why is it not being explored further? Too much inconsistency with someone. Or like I say, it could just be circumstantial inconsistency as well. And then moving forward, right at the centre of your reading is the Devil reversed. And this is getting out of entrapment. This is getting out of situations where you felt trapped. You know, and the Tower in the reversed is, yeah, you're avoiding disasters because you're not allowing yourself to be trapped in something here that you don't want to be trapped in. So hence the free yourself card. I don't particularly feel like it's this bond that you're freeing yourself from. I really don't, because the feelings are still there. I think it's like I say, it's either confronting someone who you feel has messed you around, at the same time in a loving way. You know, with the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, this is very much in a loving way. I think you're either confronting someone, or you are getting, if it's like I said before, if it's circumstantial, you know, if it's to do with interference from family, if it's to do with, you know, location or work even, I kind of feel like that's what the freedom is here. It's almost like if we, you know, tweak this a little bit, we can find ways to be more flexible to make it work. That's really sort of what I'm seeing there, Taurus. And I wouldn't be surprised to see anything like this in the clarification. So where does this move to? I think this is more about extending light-hearted energy and ending bad cycles, ending entrapment, putting a complete end to whatever it is that had you entrapped. For some of you, this could have been mental entrapment. For some of you, you may just, you know, insecurities, if you've had bad relationships in the past that may have gotten in the way. There could have even been crazy exes in the way, you know what I mean? And I think for some of you, this is just getting out of mental entrapment. For some of you, getting out of toxicity internally, you know, avoiding disasters, you know, not shooting yourself in the foot. Because I don't feel like anybody's done anything actually wrong here regarding this Two of Cups. And I've got the Seven of Swords, and in the upright, yeah, it means someone who runs away, who cowards, who is a bit of a, you know, a cheater, sneak thief, you know what I mean? But in the reverse, all right, there's no smoke without fire, but it's not as bad as you think it is. It kind of lessens the load. And because there is a lot of positivity here, you know, I mean, people look at the Devil and the Tower, even though they're reversed, people look at them as a negative card, negative thing. There is really no negativity in this spread, Taurus, because this is avoiding disasters. This is getting out of toxicity. This is what's going on. This is very positive stuff. And I think that, again, because of the Seven of Swords, this could totally have been mental entrapment. I mean, look at it from a different angle. Getting out of, I want to say, suspicious accusations and things like that. Brain working overtime, over-analysing, you know, creating problems where there are none, regarding a very good relationship. You know what I mean? Getting out of it to continue the relationship, so to speak. You know, I mean, for some of you, this isn't an actual relationship. This is just someone who you have a very good bond with. And like I say, you know, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it's an indication to say, you know exactly what you're going to do moving forward. You know exactly how you're going to address this moving forward. And there's your advice in doing so. It's to lighten the fuck up. It's to approach whoever this person is with a very light-hearted vibe, with a flirtatious vibe. Because here, things are very dramatic, very, very dramatic. And it needn't be that way with whoever this person is. So, I'm going to just clarify a couple of these before we move forward. So, what's this Two of Cups about for Taurus? Two of Cups. What's this Two of Cups for Taurus? So, I've got the Star reversed with the Four of Swords. You've tried to lay this person to rest, haven't you? You've tried to not entertain it and try to get over them. The problem is the Star's in the reverse. So even you yourself have been a bit pessimistic that you're ever going to get over them. So yeah, it's like you've tried to get over them. You've done everything you possibly can to sort of clear your energy of whoever this person is, you know, for whatever reason. And you've not been able to do it. Why? Because they've not necessarily done anything wrong. Look, that's why we're sort of coming back here with the Six of Cups. This is why we're bringing this energy back around, because you've realised you could miss a good opportunity here. Don't get me wrong, this could be on the flip side, but I am just realising, I'm sort of just relating this from Taurus's perspective. So, let's quickly take a look at the Seven of Swords. And the Moon, yeah. Let me just clarify that one more time. So So what's hidden under the surface is whoever, I want to say maybe your own temperament's getting in the way here. It could also be an indication that there's passion lacking, which is why you need to lighten things up and don't over dramatise them. This could be a bit of aggression, you know, not in a bad way, but you could be sort of going back to this person in a very aggressive, passionate way that may scare the shit out of them. So I'd tone that down a little bit and just keep things light-hearted. So maybe that's advice there. But, you know, the moon speaks of what's hidden under the surface, what it is that you're not realising. And really, that's just to clarify the Seven of Swords. What you don't actually realise is that nobody's done anything wrong here. This looks very circumstantial. You know, a lot of these problems that have created, you know, as a result of this bond are kind of very internal and very mental problems, you know, overthinking things, a pessimistic attitude, you know, I can't, instead of I'm going to try or I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? And I think that that's why you want this to come back around, because you've realised you could have missed out or passed up on a really good opportunity here. So you've got to free yourself from whatever's holding you back to give this a chance, Taurus. Because it kind of looks like it might be worth the chance. So I think the message as a whole here, because don't forget, this is really like piecing a jigsaw puzzle together, you know what I mean? I think what you really want is this bond. I don't think you want to let it go. I think you've tried to let it go. I think you've tried to create circumstances that would make it difficult for it to work, because maybe some of you are scared, some of you fear the past. A lot of the time people do this because they fear the past, you know, and you know, again, like I said earlier on, maybe you've had an ex or something that treated you really badly, and you're very much afraid to move on for fear that it's going to happen again. Not always the case. That's an internal mental problem for you. That's something you need to work on, you know, and it's nobody else's fault, really. So again, that's why I think you want this to come back around, because you're starting to realise if you actually sort of fix the problem that you have with this situation, you might not miss the opportunity that's presented to you, if that makes sense. So I think the advice is, if you have either gotten to know someone really well and established a bond, or you are getting to know someone really well to establish a bond, don't pass upon the opportunity just because of past bullshit, because you don't feel ready, because you can't compromise or be flexible enough to give this a chance. This is about coming out your comfort zone, Taurus. And I think the reason why I've assumed that it's more than likely the Taurus that's not budging here is because Taurians don't fucking budge. They're so stubborn. I love you guys to bits, I really do. You know, I'm your opposite in the zodiac, Scorpio, but you know, I genuinely believe that you guys are the most stubborn in the zodiac, and I think that that's why I've aimed this at you particularly, and maybe not so much the person that you're dealing with. I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's on the flip side, then fair enough, but that's kind of the way that I've read this, okay? It just looks to me like Taurus ain't budging, and they're going to end up missing out if they continue like that. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to continue this in an extended reading. We're going to take a deeper look at the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Getting to Know Each Other card as well. Just sort of elaborate on where this goes, you know what I mean? Like, if Taurus actually lets down that guard, and it, you know, the devil in the reverse can come into play, where we sort of get out of any toxicity that's holding us back. We're going to see where what that Two of Cups is capable of. You know, where could this go? Where could this lead? What extra advice and guidances are attached to it? I'm going to look at that kind of stuff, and I'm also going to do separate spread for singles and a separate spread for couples. So if you're interested in that, it's only £1.50. Click the link below in the description box, and you'll go straight to PayPal. Please make sure that you either leave me the sign that you want sending over, i.e. Taurus, and your email address in the message box at checkout, or you can email that information to me, just so I know who, what, where, when I'm sending it to, because otherwise I don't know. My email address is at the bottom of the screen, so you know there's no excuse. Right then, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to continue this in the extended. If you're joining me in the extended, I'll see you in a moment. If not, I will see you in the second half of October. Take care. Bye for now.